Hey friends, welcome in, welcome back. Welcome to Revamp and Radiate with me, Sarah B, your beauty bestie. Today we have a fun video for you and me. We have bronzers. I'm so excited. So I went through my entire bronzer collection. So we have powder, creams, and liquids, and these just didn't fit in that bin. We have lots of bronzers, lots and lots of bronzers. So what I thought we would do is we would talk about them all, swatch them all. I will pick out my top 5 favorite bronzers. So this is gonna be a bit long and windy. I hope you're here for it. I even took notes. Last night I was up late and I literally entered all of these into the computer. I looked up every single bronzer, price, finish, shade range, where it's made, everything. I put it all in here. So I thought we'd go like one by one and just swatch them all. And then on one of my lives, we had a friend tell me it'd be fun if I swatched on my face. So what I did was I tried to neutralize myself as much as possible. I did put the Chanel Ultra Le Tint foundation on. This is really light on me, but what I did, I thought it was kind of fun for this video, is I mixed it. So this is B10 in this Chanel. It is way too light on me, but I mixed it in with the Natasha Denona bronzer, which by the way, I think is my, starting it off right, is my new favorite way to use this specific bronzer, because I've used this twice already to mix in with foundations that were too light, and it kind of worked out perfect. So I'm excited for that. I found a way to save some of my lighter foundations. And then for concealer, I used the Chanel concealer in B20 mixed with the Charlotte Tilbury concealer in 5 medium. I just pulled out a Clé de Peau eyeshadow in the shade Sand Dune. Like I said, just tried to keep it neutral, and I just didn't want too much kind of going on. I even pulled my hair back. Oh, one more thing before we get started. I am doing a giveaway. I have a giveaway. I ended up picking up an extra one. It's kind of a long story, but I have 2, so I decided instead of returning this one, we'd use it as a giveaway. At the end of this video, we'll talk specifics of the giveaway, and there'll also be stuff down in the description box. So we're gonna be giving away this bronzer. So I thought that would be really fun. But anyway, all right, let's get into it. Where should we start? I think powder bronzers will be the easiest place to start. We're gonna start with Hermes. I have 2 of these. These are beautiful. So let's see. It illuminates with natural warmth and gives the skin depth and vanity. Kissed by the sun. Something I noticed almost every single bronzer description was like, kissed by the sun. Matte but glowy. I don't know, it was crazy. All right, so these are made in Italy, 12 months shelf life, and there's 5 shades. However, when I was looking last night for these, they were hard to find all the shades available. I thought these were permanent collection. These are refillable, and these have the fun H design. Not fun. I have 2. I have shade 2 and 3. I just swirl them. So this is shade 2. I don't know where to start with this. I don't know. Should I just start here? Start on my forehead? I don't know. I'm like nervous. All right, let's start on the forehead. We'll just start on the forehead. I had Botox today, so hopefully I don't like mess with anything. Okay, there's shade 2, Alas. And this is described as a beige hues with sunny glow, invoking a Moroccan desert. And then here I have shade 3, Sahara. Okay, I don't know. Hopefully these are not too big of swatches because I gotta get my whole face. Okay, there's 3. These cost $111. I feel like the price went up since I bought them because I don't feel like it was quite $111, but it might have been. Anyway, so my point of my story is I had bought originally this shade here too because I wanted it more of like an all over kind of evening out kind of powder, but it was too light on me. It was way too light on me. It's kind of funny looking at it on my forehead like that. I do like this. It's a little bit on the warm side. I think it's more warm than neutral, But I do like them. But I'll be honest, I don't pull them out a lot, but they do have a beautiful finish on the skin. So next up is RMS. I have 2 shades here. I have the shade Tan Lines and I have the shade Beach Walk Betty. Tan Lines is definitely my shade. Beach Walk Betty is a little bit on the light side for me, but I actually won this in a Sophia Sees Beauty giveaway, so I'm glad to have it. But I have 2 shades here. And these are described as a luminous gel to powder. All right, so, okay, this is Beach Walk Betty, and this is described as a sweet kiss of the sun with neutral nude undertones for fair skin tones. And for those of you who are new here, I do describe myself as, oh, that's nice. It's so pigmented going on. That's Beach Walk Betty. That has a nice, that almost has like a little bit of pink in it, right? It's hard to tell. And then this one is more my shade. And this is Tan Lines. And this is described as endless summer tan with neutral undertones, medium skin tones. Oh, like I was saying. So for those of you who are new here, I describe myself as light to medium. I have like a light to medium skin tone. Okay, so that's Beach Walk Betty. I like these. They have a nice luminous finish. And I love RMS, but you know what, I'll be honest, I hardly ever pull for these. I hardly ever do, but I really do love them. I do. I like a lot of what's in my collection. And also, while we go through this, I'm gonna try to declutter a few because I have way too much, so I'm gonna be looking to declutter some of these. So the quick rundown on this, these are $38, luminous gel to powder finish, made in Italy. There's 4 shades in the shade range, 24-month shelf life. The description on the website is a talc-free long wear gel to powder bronzer in a refillable mirrored compact. Gives a natural sun-kissed glow with a luminous finish while nourishing the skin. I would believe all of that. RMS is really like natural skin brand, very good for the skin. All the ingredients are supposed to be really good for you. Next up, one of my favorites. This is the By Terry bronzer. Look at this component though. Seriously, it's so pretty. I love this bronzer. All right, the quick rundown on this is $69. Made in Italy. There are 4 shades available. The finish is described as a natural matte. 24-month shelf life. I don't think this is refillable. There was a nice embossing on there. The shade that I have is 02 Medium Bronze. I love this one. By Terry is known for being good for dry skin. There is no scent in this. Oh, I should have talked about that. There's the By Terry. Isn't that pretty? This is one of my favorites. That's one of my favorite shades. Next one up is Chantecaille. Now this one is no longer available. This was a limited edition collection. This is the Sunstone Real Bronze from Chantecaille. I couldn't look up the price. I'm not sure how much this costs. This is the shade Sunstone, and this is described as a shimmering golden bronze, made in Italy, 1 shade. And the finish is described as a shimmering natural glow. I like to do the full face of one brand. But I do think this is gonna hit a declutter because it's not really available and definitely not one of my favorites. So I do think I'm gonna declutter this. I'm gonna put it here. It is pretty though. It is pretty though, right? And there is no fragrance on this one. But again, this one is no longer available. I have to cut my collection. I just do. I think this is gonna hit the declutter. All right, I'm calling it now. This is going in the declutter. Bye. Ooh, next up is our Dior. This is the Dior Forever Nude Bronze Glow Bronzer, limited edition. This is the one that just came out. I don't think you can get this anymore. Look at this packaging. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. You have the little ladybug there. This is the shade, this came in 2 shades. This one is Coral Bronze, and I think there's like a pink shade. And this is what we're giving away. If you have any of the other limited edition Dior bronzers, I believe that this is the same shade, just in a different embossing and design. This is the Daisies. This is so pretty. I do like this. It's not my favorite bronzer. It's definitely all about the packaging on here. But I will say, because the packaging is so pretty, I don't bring this in my bags to go anywhere because I don't want to mess with the packaging, and I do have to make sure that it's carefully laid on top of the rest of my things. So, I don't know. I do love it. I'm glad I have it. There's no regrets, trust me. But, you know, it's a little high maintenance, babe. That's okay. All right. So yeah, I just mix it in, get all the shades in there. And we're gonna put that right here. Oh yeah, see how that has more of that coral color maybe? Let me see. Just gonna go over it. Yeah, see how it's like got that coral color? Where these are more like bronzy color. This one more has that coral. Okay, this is pretty. And this is what somebody will be winning in my giveaway. That's exciting. Let's run down any stats I forgot. Okay, this is a limited edition, like we said, $60, made in France, 2 shades available. So it was like the pink and the coral. The finish is described as a natural glow that's transfer proof. Pretty nice. 12 months shelf life. And the description on here says, limited edition powder bronzer with Dior's Canage motif and daisies. Warms the complexion with a long-wearing natural glow, tanned effect, and streak-free finish. Next up are these. Listen, these are the GOAT for me. These are the best. I love these so much. And I think why I was so okay with getting this one, because I just love Dior bronzers. You've heard me talk about these several times in my videos. I have 2 shades of these. I have the shade 20 medium matte, and then I have the shade 30 tan. I definitely prefer 30 tan to the 20, but I do like them both and I plan to keep them both. So let's do a quick rundown on these. This is the Dior Forever Nude Jumbo Bronzer. And these retail for $64. It's a matte finish. They're made in Italy. 4 shades available, 12-month shelf life. And the description on the website reads, a long-wearing powder bronzer with hyaluronic acid that warms the complexion with a sun-kissed matte finish. Heat and humidity resistant formula with hydration and comfort benefits. Maybe that's why I love it so much. I love these. I love these. I love them so much. Okay, let's start with 20. So yeah, I had the 20 matte and I was pretty happy with it. I loved it so much, but it was bothering me so much that I thought that 30 would be the better shade for me. So this is shade 20. So I finally ended up picking it up in the, look how light that is. See how light that is? I think that's why. I gotta be careful. I got my Botox today. I don't want to be like messing with that. So I ended up picking this up in a sale. I bought it on a sale in the shade 30, which I do love more. Yeah, I just love it. I just love it. It's so good. Okay. Hope you can keep track of what's what. There's no way I'm gonna remember what's what. So just so you know. But there's the Dior. Okay, up next we have the Givenchy Prism Libre and Highlighting Face Palette. So this is described on the websites as a face palette, not a bronzer. Interesting. This retails for $62. I have the shade 2 Papali Bronze, and it's described for light to medium complexions, made in Italy, 4 shades available, 12 months shelf life. This is a matte bronzing plus highlight. That's how they describe the finish. And then the description on the website is lightweight buildable face palette with bronzing and highlighting tones designed to blur the appearance of pores and enhance the complexion with a sun-kissed glow. Every time they say sun-kissed, we should have a drinking game. A lot of sun-kissing in this video. Okay, so this is the classic Givenchy compact everybody loves with the powder. I believe the formula is the same as the powders, just in bronzing color shades. I love this brush, by the way. I don't use it with the bronzer. I definitely use it with the powder. And then I'm just gonna swirl, and because that's how I would use this bronzer. I guess if you're in a pinch and you wanna use it for more of a face palette, obviously you can just get a small brush and go into it. I'll be honest, this is not my favorite. There it is right there. I just feel like it doesn't come out even. Like if I'm swirling my brush sometimes, like when I put it on my face, like this side of my face won't match this side of my face. It's subtle, but I don't know. And I just never pull for it. And I love that I have it in my collection for kind of a purpose like this. Like this is kind of fun, right, to do this. But I'm not so sure I'll ever really use it and pull for it. So I think I might just declutter this. But then again, I like to do those full faces, but I mean, if it's a product I don't love, does it even make sense to try to pull it out for a full face? All right, this is gonna go in the maybe pile. I'm gonna think about it, but I do think I wanna declutter. I'd rather have items in my collection that I'm actually gonna like and use. So this is hitting a declutter. And I already went through the stats, okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna declutter it because I won't use it. I won't pull it out. I know it, I know myself. So these are up. I almost didn't put these in this video because these are really more like face palettes. This is the Chanel Le Beige Healthy Glow Sun-Kissed Powder. But the more I've had them, the more I like them like bronzers, more like a bronzer versus taking each piece and making it like a face palette, because I have so many face palettes. But they really are bronzers. They're really nice. Okay, so let's go through the stats of these. These retail for $95. I have 3 of them in my collection. I have light coral, medium coral, and medium rose gold. They were made in Italy. There's 5 shades available total. The finish is considered a bronzer blush highlight glow. 18 months shelf life. The description on the website is oversized compact with a trio of energizing shades worn individually or blended. Each harmony includes bronzer, blush, and pearlescent highlighter for a healthy looking glow up to 8 hours. Okay, I would agree with all of that. All right, let's just do this. All right, so I don't know what to do. How I wear it as a bronzer is kind of based on the mood I'm looking for the look to go. So if I want a more like corally bronzer, I'll kind of mix and swirl and kind of make my own. But I think for the purposes of this video, we should just swatch the bronzer. I feel like that's gonna give us the most consistent. What do you think? I think so. So the bronzer is matte in here. But what I do is I like to mix it with the highlighter. Let's go on this side. So this is the one, this is medium coral, the bronzer in the medium coral palette. Okay. Kind of swatch a little patchy. Interesting. This is the bronzer in the medium rose gold. So they are different. Why did that one swatch so patchy? Swatch so patchy. Okay. There's no way I'm gonna fit all these on my face. I'm gonna have to start over. All right, and then this one is my favorite. This is the light coral. I use this one the most. And this is the bronzer in the medium light coral. See how this one looks like the most neutral bronzer of them all. Yeah, I really like that one. And so when I'm looking to do more radiant, I just kind of mix in more with the highlighter. And then if I want more of that like blushy color effect on my bronzer, I kind of mix it in like that. I love those. Those are, I wouldn't say they would make a top 5, but I really cherish them in my collection. And I do pull them out quite a bit. The next one is a little sample that I kind of kept for a video like this, to be honest with you, just to have to compare. But I don't know if I'm gonna be the YouTuber for that. So I kind of wonder. I don't know. Then I'm like, well, what do I really want my collection to look like? Do I need it to be a reference collection for my friends? But I don't know. I don't think that makes sense for me if I'm not going to use it. But it's so little and cute. I'll probably keep this forever. So, and this is a classic bronzer. This is the NARS Laguna Talc-Free Bronzer. This has 9 shades total. This is the shade Laguna, Laguna 2, which is considered a light medium bronze with neutral undertones. Made in the US, 24-month shelf life. The finish is described as a natural radiant warmth. And then the description on the website says, silky powder bronzer with finely milled pigments for long-lasting warmth and a lit from within glow. Translucent microspheres help smooth skin texture, can warm, sculpt, contour, or enhance. So this is the little mini. Oh, and these retail for $44 for the big regular size. I think a few of these do come in like a mini you can buy size. All right, let's just go, what do we do? Just go here? That's a really nice. Let's see, can you see it? Did I do it good? Am I doing it good? If not, don't dislike the video. That hurts my feelings, but you can just click away. But there is the NARS Laguna Bronze and number 2. I'm gonna use this. I think I'm gonna use this. I haven't used it. Oh, I have a face palette with this shade in it and I love it. That's true. That's a really nice neutral and it's creamy. Ooh, that's nice. This makes me want to use it. Okay. That looks like it's up for the next bag of the week. Ooh, this one's a good one. Dolce & Gabbana Face and Eyes Match Long-Lasting Natural Powder Bronzer. I have 2 shades here, obviously. I have 02 Light Medium and 03 Medium. I have been using these a lot on my channel lately and in general in life lately. So I've had the 2 light medium for a while. I hardly ever used it, but since since Dolce & Gabbana came to Sephora, I picked up number 3 in the sale. I just had to kind of have it. Again, I don't know what I was thinking. Really, did I need it? No, but I really wanted to see how 3 would compare to 2. I love it. This is the Dolce & Gabbana bronzer. Price is $57. Made in Italy. 5 shades in the shade range. Finish is natural. I would describe it as matte, but it's described as natural. 24 months shelf life. It is not refillable. And the description on this site, it says long-lasting powder bronzer with a smooth skin mimicking effect that blends on face and eyes for a soft monographic look. All right, let's just do it here. So shade 2 and then shade 3. They're both definitely neutral. Are they both described as neutral? It doesn't say. They're both definitely neutral, but look at the difference. I'm going to do number 2 more. See how light 2 is? I do like it, but it's definitely a little bit too light on me. And then look at how 3 is. 3 is really nice, but look at how like nice and neutral. As you can tell, I like a neutral, less orangey leaning. Yeah, these are pretty, these are nice. I'm glad I picked up 3. I have been using it. It sometimes feels a little too deep, so it made me start using 2 more. So I kind of go back and forth right now, but definitely as my skin tone warms up for the summer, in the summer months and I'm more outside, if this weather ever breaks, I do think I'll definitely need 3 in the summer. And in the description box of this video, I will leave, and I do have it in a lot of my description boxes, I'll leave my foundation wardrobe. I created a list a long time ago of like a lot of my foundation shades, so you might be able to see how these will compare on you. Hopefully you find this helpful or just fun. I don't know. All right. So that's the Dolce & Gabbana. Let's move on. Gucci Sun Kissed Glow Bronzer retails for $65. I have the shade 02 Light. It is made in Italy. The finish is described as a natural sun-kissed glow. 24 months shelf life. And the description on the website is a powder bronzer designed to deliver a natural sun-kissed glow while blurring the appearance of fine lines and pores. I do like this bronzer, but I gotta tell you, I don't use it a lot. I love the packaging. The packaging is gorgeous. But it's one I don't really pull out a lot. I'll be honest. I should. It's a really pretty one. But again, oh, look at that. That's nice. Look at it, how it compares to number 3 of that one. The Dolce. That is nice. Oh, I'm gonna use this one now too. I'm gonna pull them all out. See, my collection is so big. This is why we gotta get rid of stuff. Okay, I really like that. I loved how that swatched too. It's very creamy, very nice, very buttery. Beautiful. Which one do you think is your favorite so far? Now we're moving on to YSL. Woo! All right, this is good. So this is the YSL bronzer, Yves Saint Laurent All Hours Hyper Bronzer. Price $64. I have the shade 02 Dune. It's made in France, 5 shades. And this is described as a soft matte with a subtle shimmer. 24-month shelf life. And the description on the website says, silky soft bronzer with subtle shimmer in a couture clutch style compact. Gives a healthy sun-kissed glow for up to 24 hours with a breathable, skin-enhancing formula. I had 2 of these in my collection. I had 2 and I had 3. This is 02 Dune, but I broke 3. I broke it, and it broke my heart because I loved it. I was trying to take it out of the pan. I don't know why, and I totally shattered it. And I just could never use it. So after that, I kind of got a sour taste in my mouth for this. So I just never pulled it out. And 02 is just a little bit light on me. That's really pretty. That's a little bit of yellow in it. That's really pretty. I'll be honest, most of these are very nice, high quality bronzers. I don't think you can go wrong. I think it's just finding the shade and texture that you like and finish that you like. But yeah, this is pretty. The YSL bronzer. I'm a real YouTuber now. Look at me swatching stuff on my face like a weirdo. Okay. A like, not a love. It doesn't make my top 5 favorite, but I do like it a lot. And I know a lot of my friends, especially my makeup group, love this bronzer. So it's holy grail status for a lot of people. And it is beautiful. Next one up is Victoria Beckham Beauty Matte Bronzing Brick. This one retails for $75 for the full component, including the, oh, I forgot to tell you if these were all scented or not. Oh, no, sorry. Okay. So this retails for $75. This is refillable. I don't know how much it is for just the bronzing brick. If I remember, I'll put it on the screen. But for the refill, but I know the whole component is $75. This is one of my more favorite components. It is so gorgeous. It is very heavy. When you use this, you feel like you're using like you have quality in your hands. It's gorgeous. I absolutely love this bronzer. It has 2 shades. So what I like when a bronzer comes like this, like 2 shades, or like even like the Westman Atelier, like it feels like you can just customize your finish with only one product. So let's say you just feel like you need to go a little deeper, or you need to go a little lighter or cooler or warmer or whatever. You just can kind of mix and match. But in general, I swirl it and put it on my face. So that's what I'm gonna do for this. I'm just gonna swirl the colors. And let's put it here. That one was a little patchy. It doesn't really do that on when you actually use it, but there it is. It's a Victoria Beckham. And I have the shade 02. So let's go through the stats of this. So this is $73. I have 02 described as a warm tan duo for light to medium skin tones. Definitely, I think matches me great. Made in the US, which I was shocked when I read that. I was surprised by that. 5 shades in this shade range. The finish is described as a soft focus matte, 12 months shelf life. Description: as a refillable duo of soft focus matte powders designed to bronze and sculpt. Buildable golden radiance with a modern matte finish. I could see that. I do like that. I wonder if the next shade up would actually match me, would be nicer for me in the summer. But I'm not gonna get it because look at this. I have this one, I have this one. Those are nice. I think that's, which one is the, I don't remember. Okay. Pretty, okay. I love this one. I do, this is a good one. Next up, we have Swatched. Oh, you into Swatched? Swatched is gorgeous. All right, this retails for $68. This is, I have one shade. This comes in 2 shades, so the shade rate is just terrible. The shade is Soul Claire, has a warm undertone. Let's see, made in Japan, 2 shades, I already said that. The finish is satiny luminous. I couldn't find the shelf life on here, and I couldn't find it anywhere on the internet, so I don't have a shelf life on here. And this is described as a richly pigmented powder bronzer made with Swatched's Japanese slurry formula for a luminous, sun-kissed effect with a satiny finish. This is a beautiful. This is one of my favorites, but I never use it, and I don't know why. I don't know why. Look at it, it's so pretty. Oh my God. This one's a really nice one. Oh, I see a little sparkle. It almost looks like it has like a little red in it. Is there sparkles in here? Oh, there are. There are like little sparkly shimmers. I've never noticed that before. I love this one. This is so pretty. I just love this one. Now this one is refillable. The packaging on this kind of sucks, I'm not gonna lie. It's not my favorite packaging, but it is pretty, but it's just like, I don't know. It is refillable, but this, I think, you know why I don't like it? Because it's a sticker. Like you have to stick it with a sticker to go into the compacts versus a magnet. I think if it was a magnet, I would like it a lot more, but it's a sticker. That's okay. I do love it. I love that it, like when you're taking it, if you want to take it with you, it's thin, it's not too much. But yeah, that's pretty. Okay, that's the Swatched. Wish me luck clipping all this together. Armani, up next we have Armani. Okay. This guy is gorgeous. I love the compact on this one. It is so pretty. I'll tell you, I think most of my love for this is the compact. The compact is gorgeous. All right, I love these jumbo size bronzers. The ones that come like this size, like, I just love them. I don't know why. I find them awesome. I think it's because when you're using them and you're doing your makeup, they just feel significant in your hand. Armani. This retails for $58. I have the shade 100 Sun-Kissed Sand, which is described as a light medium with golden undertones. Made in China, which I was kind of surprised by. There's 4 shades in this range. This is described as a luminous and natural finish. 24-month shelf life. The description on the website is ultra creamy bronzing powder infused with caring oils for smooth application, medium coverage, luminous natural finish, up to 24-hour wear. Let's swatch over here. So this one is definitely warmer. I don't know, I feel like the swatch is an awkward spot. Should I try that again? Let's try it over here. Let's try it right next to it. That's a little better. So it's definitely a warmer finish, so it has more of that like orangey tones. I think that's not why I don't like pull it out a ton. I do love it. It's one of my more favorites. If I'm looking for a luminous finish, I do pull it out. But there it is. There she is. I love the mirror. And when I take this on a trip, especially if I'm in like Puerto Rico or somewhere where it's like the house is like dark, I can take this size mirror, you take it over, it's just convenient. You don't need an extra mirror. You could take it over to the window and like feel like you can finish your makeup. I think there's a lot to be said about the compact that a bronzer comes in, especially in my opinion, because a bronzer is your like, for me, is like your final step. So if you have a nice mirror you can kind of check yourself in with, I mean, I don't think that's talked about enough. But it is one of my favorites, but I don't pull it out because it is more on the warm side. Sometimes I don't like that. Sicily. Now this one was just reformulated. So, I mean, I'm sure you can find this one still. I hate the component on this because it feels so cheap. This one retails for $155. Can you, it's stupid money. $155. There's only one shade in the shade range, and that includes the new one that just came out, by the way. It's made in Italy. This shade is described as a universal shade. The finish is described as a luminous soft focus, 18-month shelf life. The description on the website says an ultra gentle bronzing gel for a natural sun-kissed complexion, smoothing soft focus complex, micronized pigments and botanical comfort ingredients. So it's Sicily, so everything they do is skin forward. It's all about all the fun ingredients. This one is a bit warm. I think it's a little bit warm, but I don't know, I do like it. I don't love it. It's not a love, it's a like. I do use it. I mean, it's used. Probably because it's so expensive, I feel like guilty that I don't use it. It's very similar in shade to the Armani. Look at that. I gotta make smaller swatches. Okay. Better. All right, so there it is. So it's very close to the Armani. In feel too, actually. Yeah, in color and feel. It's nice. I do not plan on picking up the new one. I love Sicily as a brand. But I don't know. I never fell in love with that shade. If it wasn't so expensive, I'd probably declutter that. I'll be honest with you. But that one just feels like it would hurt to just declutter, you know? This one I pulled out actually belongs to Madeline, and we bought this for her dance kit. I do not have a MAC bronzer. I have a MAC bronzing palette, but we didn't pull those out for the video. This is the MAC Skin Finish Sunstruck Matte Bronzer. This retails for $36. The shade I have here is medium rosy, which is tanned peach beige with rosy undertones. Made in the US, 10 shades available. This is a soft matte finish, 12 months shelf life, not refillable. Soft matte powder bronzer that adds warmth and depth, buildable, blendable, creamy powder with double processed pigments for a vibrant but natural finish. It was hard to read. This one I depotted out of here because I got this in my head that I wanted to like face palette for Madeline, and I took all of, now I hate that I did that, and I hate pulling it out because of it, because now it doesn't fit right back. Anyway, so that's a me thing, not a you thing, but just explaining why I don't really like it and they don't pull it out. And I've already replaced her bronzers. We'll get there. So this is, she was shade matched for this when we went to the MAC store to buy all of her, her stage makeup when she first got on the competition team. Oh, I could see the rosy, peachy rose. It's pretty, it's matte. I've never used it, I'll be honest. I use it on her, I like it on her, it's pretty. It definitely gives her more of that rosy color, and it kind of matches her her skin tone really well. But it's not for me, but it is pretty on her. But because of the packaging thing and the MAC packaging, it is nice, but see how it's kind of bubbly? It's hard to fit nicely in her dance kit. So I do think I'm gonna declutter this. It's nice to have because it's like whatever, but I think I am gonna declutter this and move on to something else. for her, which I have a couple options. So I am decluttering this. I just don't need it. I won't use it. It'd be nice for like a full face of MAC, but again, it's like I do have a bronzer that I love from MAC in a palette, so. All right, I'm gonna declutter this. We got 3 to declutter. Farah Hamidi. Okay, this is controversial. Farah Hamidi. This retails for $78. This is refillable, so you don't need to have the compact. Compact is nice. It's like a puck. Like it's a puck. It's heavy. You could hit someone over the head with this. But the powders inside are very delicate. So I do not recommend traveling with these, by the way. The first one I had broke and they did replace it for me. The customer service over there is amazing. And I do want to try the rest of her products, but I don't know, they're so expensive. And I just don't know if it's like, you know, worth it. So I have 2 shades here. I have Lumen and I have Roma. So the reason I have 2 shades is because when this one broke, this is the Lumen. When the Lumen broke, they sent me a full new compact for the new one. So then I had an empty compact and I thought, well, what am I gonna do with an empty compact? And these compacts are so nice. I just was like, I felt weird about just tossing it. I'm afraid to open this. It's gotta be shattered. I got my, oh, it's not. My heart is racing. I thought this was shattered, okay? It didn't break, so lots of stuff breaks on these floors, so okay. Maybe I take back all that stuff I just said. Anyway, I have this shade, I'm like shaking now. I have the shade Lumen and Roma. I find them to be a little patchy and I don't love them. And see how they like already look hard panned, and I don't use them a lot. They both have that same like hard panning look. $78. Lumen is described as a tan with golden undertones and Roma is described as a tawny tan with warm undertones. Made in Italy, 4 shades total available. The finish is described as a luminous, soft and matte. And the description on the website says, ultra smooth bronzing powder with a cream-like feel, lumine matte, soft suede formula, gives a lustrous, soft matte finish that melts seamlessly into the complexion. I think they're a little bit patchy. But a long time ago, last year on my channel, I did do a comparison to the NYX Butter Bronzers, which I did declutter because I just never use them. And they're very almost identical in shades, feel, all of it, except the packaging is just different. So if you're interested in these, I would definitely recommend checking out the NYX, because for a fraction of the price, I feel like it's the same. My opinion, my humble opinion as a makeup enthusiast. All right, so that one's Lumen and that one's Roma. So this one I definitely, like, I have to be on the deeper side of my skin tone to use, but it's not that deep. I mean, you know, once you blend it out and stuff, but that is definitely deep. And that's got some red in it. You see the red in there? Lumen is definitely more my shade. Those are the 2. And again, I think if they weren't so expensive, I might just declutter them, but I kind of, and I'm looking to potentially do a full face of the Farah Hamidi at some point. Maybe at the next sale, I'll end up buying the rest of her line. I opted not to at this last sale, but we'll see. I'm gonna keep these for now, but if I was in like a hardcore wanting to declutter, these would probably make a declutter, honestly. I think they're a little on the patchy side. This one is discontinued, but we'll talk about it because I have a lot of friends who love this bronzer. This is the Tom Ford Glow Bronzer. It has been discontinued as far as I can tell because you can't really find it anywhere. This is the shade 02 Terra. I do believe this did come in a few shades, but this shade's no longer available. I think you can still find the golden one available. Made in Italy. I can't find the shelf life on here. This one did break on me. If you can see, I had to like press it back in. Again, similar to the other story, once it breaks, I have a hard time like wanting to use it. It's just so upsetting to me. I'm just like mad that I broke it. I think it just fell and broke. There's that. This is described on the website as a silky, comfortable, buildable bronzer that conditions and softens while giving the complexion a second skin-like radiance. It is one of my favorite bronzers. But again, because it's broken, I hardly ever use it. And it is now discontinued. So it's kind of like, what am I doing? The finish is described as a natural radiant finish. We're gonna swatch it, but I'm decluttering. I kind of decided last night when I was pulling this up, I was like, I'm decluttering it. It's just, I never use it mostly because I broke it. That's really why. And it's not available anymore. Like, what's the point of keeping it? It is beautiful though, look at that. I love the finish. I love the finish on this. It's so gorgeous. But it's just, I don't know. Like, what's the point? I don't know. So this is gonna hit the declutter. We got rid of 4, not bad. Let's keep going. Ooh, we have some new ones. All right. The next one is Hung Van Gogh. So I have 2 here. This is the Hung Van Gogh Beauty Soft Focus Blurring Matte Bronzing Powder. I love the packaging on this. It's like that soft texture packaging. And also, I love the color of it because I can't really pull out. Okay, when you're looking at a sea of all sameness, so everything is kind of brown or silver or gold and kind of like mixes together, this bright orange really cuts through. So you know when you're looking, especially when I'm like doing the bag edits, you know, and I could pick out that bronzer real quick. Or Maddie's makeup bag, I could pick out the bronzer really quick. So I like that. I like that it's like slim. It doesn't take up a lot of space. So those are all things. I love the component on these. And they feel like they're not cheap. They feel luxe. So these retail for $38, which is pretty affordable amongst a lot of these. I have the shades Straightforward and Hardworking. These come in 6 shades. They're made in Italy, 24-month shelf life, and the finish is a matte soft focus. And the description says, a lightweight blurring powder bronzer that naturally warms and enhances the skin with a soft, matte soft focus finish. I do like these. I don't love them. There's something about it that I don't love. I feel like it a little bit flattens my face. Let's see. Let's just do it right here. Okay, so this is Straightforward, and then this is Hardworking. There's just something that I don't love about it. It's really hard to explain. They are beautifully pigmented, but not hard to work with. I feel like this one's a little bit too light for me as a bronzer. Maybe more in the winter, but I do like Hardworking more on me. So I did put this one in Madeline's dance kit, and I do like it on her for her dance performance makeup. And I just don't really pull this out a lot. I mean, I'm definitely gonna keep it. I do like it. It's not a love, it's not my favorite, but when you compare the price of all these other ones to this, I don't know, these might be worth looking at. Back to Tom Ford. I do have this one. This is the Tom Ford Soleil Bronzing Powder. This is $70. This is the shade 01 Corsica. This is the new Tom Ford packaging. I love this packaging. I love Tom Ford, you guys know that. This shade is light on me, so I don't use it. So I put it in Madeline's dance kit for her. See how light that is? It's really light on me. It looks gorgeous on my daughter, but it's a little bit light on me. So I just gave it straight to her. I have not bought this in my shade. This was gifted. My friend Michelle had sent this over to me. Thank you, Michelle. Maddie loves it. And I just put it in her dance kit, but it is too light on me, but it's pretty. But I did opt not to buy my shade. I just have so many bronzers, but I might have to buy my shade. Stay tuned for that, but that's really pretty. Oh wait, time out. Sorry, I didn't go over all the stats on this. So this is $70, made in Italy, 3 shades available. This is a soft matte finish, 12-month shelf life, and this is described as a second skin bronzer that melts into skin with a soft matte sun-kissed finish for endless warmth. So, last but certainly not least, in the powder bronzer category, we have the Guerlain. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh. This is one of, I love the packaging. I love Guerlain in general. This is one of my first, look at that. Isn't that, oh my gosh, look how cool that is. This is one of my first like luxury bronzers that I had picked up. This is $62 when I first started getting into makeup over this last like two, 3 years or whatever it's been. And I gotta say, I feel like my tastes have changed quite a bit. I hardly ever pull for it, probably because it's kind of like older in my collection. But I do like it. It's pretty. I think I would pick a different color today, honestly. So let's see. So I just blended in. All right, so this is the Guerlain. It's $62. It's shade 02 medium cool is what I have here. And I'm just gonna, this one on my chin. See how it's like too light on me now? Look, it's like compared to like the other ones I like. It's just like too light. I really should declutter it. I will replace this and then declutter it because I do like the fact that I have a Guerlain bronzer, again, because I love Guerlain as a brand and I love to do full faces. So this one is not hitting a declutter today, but it will when I replace it for a different shade. And I do have some on my wish list. They have this like limited edition packaging that's out right now. I guess it's been out for a while, but I just noticed it a few weeks ago. It's so pretty, but I'm just, I don't know, hesitant to order another bronzer. But it is nice, but see how light it is? Especially like sitting here comparing it to like ones I like. You know, look how light. But it's pretty. So this one is made in France, 6 shades available. The finish is a natural healthy glow, 12 months shelf life, and description is healthy glow bronzing powder that warms the complexion with a natural looking radiance and a sun-kissed finish. It's definitely like one of my lighter ones. Almost compares to the Tom Ford. Here's what we're gonna do, because I think like this is fun, right? These are all my powder bronzers. Fun. Let's wrap this portion up by, I'm gonna reset my face and I'm gonna do my makeup. I'm gonna come back when I'm ready to do my bronzer, and then we'll talk about my top 5 favorite powder bronzers. So I'll be right back. Makeup's done, ready for the bronzer part. I just wanna do a quick recap here. In this container, I have my 4 declutters. So we're definitely decluttering these 4, which is fine. I'm actually confident in that. I'm happy with that. Then we have these 2, which I pulled out of my collection. This is the Tom Ford and this is the Hung Van Gogh and Straightforward, and I'm putting these in Madeline's little makeup kit. So technically 6 declutters out of my collection, but those came from her, so I don't know. And then these palettes I'm putting in my face palette section or in a separate section away from my regular bronzers. So what that leaves me with, friends, is a clean little bronzer selection. I love that. See what I mean? You gotta keep it on top. Anyway, so that leaves me with these. Isn't that exciting? I feel like this is exciting. All right, so now it all fits so nicely in here. These are just my powder bronzers, and I'm pretty proud of that. With that said, I'm looking at these bronzers and I wanna pick out my top 5. So let's do that quickly. All right, number 1, okay, should we do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Ooh, no, I can't do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I have to do just my top 5. Okay, but number 1 I think is definitely my Dior, specifically the 30. I love it. It's my favorite. I use it all the time on my channel. The By Terry, I love this one too. I don't use it enough, but I love it. The Syrah is definitely a top 5. So these are my top, so 1, 2, 3. So these are top 3. The Dolce & Gabbana, I love this one too. So there's 4. So if I was gonna pick one more out of my collection as like a top favorite, I would pick the Victoria Beckham. So those are my top 5. And if I wanted to go radiant, like with a more radiant sheen, I think I would pick Tan Lines if I would go more radiant. I pick Tan Lines from RMS Beauty. Because these are all like matte. I consider them matte, although one of them said it was more radiant, but okay. So for today, let's go ahead and apply. I think I'm gonna go with Syrah because I don't use it enough. I definitely don't use it enough on camera. So let's go ahead and use this. And I'm gonna use my new bronzer brush that I picked up at the Sephora sale. The Sephora brush in the 50. And I just wanna show you what that looks like on my face. It's pretty, right? Like it just bronzed me up. Like it's maybe a little bit deep for right now. Maybe that's why I don't pull it out. But I do think it's beautiful. Okay. Yeah, I just love this one. I do love this one. I don't use it enough, and I think maybe this is why. It's a little bit deep right now as I'm putting it on. I'm thinking, ooh, it's a little dark. But I still love it. I'm happy to have it. All right, and then because it's a bronzer video and we're just playing, and this is what you win today, what you could win today. Let's just go ahead and top this off and make it a little more coral color. Just gonna top off some corally blush on there. There you go. I'm actually really happy that this is my bronzer collection. So yay, thank you for joining me on that journey to get this down a little bit, but I'm happy with that, yay. All right, so now, like I said, it's gonna be a long video, but I wanted to go through my like cream contours slash bronzers. I don't typically do like a specific contour step. I think I kind of use both. I don't know, it's probably not the most perfect way to do it, but that's what I do. So let me grab my list. Just like the powder bronzers, this goes in no specific order. Just basically how I pulled everything out, and we'll talk one by one. This collection is a bit smaller, although maybe not, I don't know. But there may be one or two declutters in there, so let's go through them. And I'm gonna swatch these on my arms because I don't really wanna redo my makeup again. Because I got the Botox, I really shouldn't be messing with my face too much anyway. So let's go. All right, so we're gonna start with Hung Van Gogh. This one's so nice. Okay, this is the Hung Van Gogh Trans Sculpt Cream Bronzing Contour Balm, long name. This retails for $34. This is the shade Intentional, and this is a light with neutral undertones. Made in Taiwan, interesting. There are 8 shades available. 24-month shelf life. This is a cream bronzer contour balm. It is not refillable. And the description on the website describes this as a cream contour with gel balm to powder formula that sculpts and bronzes with medium buildable coverage and a soft focus velvet matte finish, designed for bronzer or soft contour. So it's a bronzer contour balm. This is the shade, so we're just gonna, wish me luck. All right, we're gonna do them on my hand, my arm. And this is the shade Intentional. It's kind of warm, right? It's warm. I do love it. I love the feel of it. It definitely, like, it's really creamy. I like this one. It does give that soft matte focus a look feeling. This one is a good one. I like it. I think if you can find a color, like, it's worth it. And again, this is $34, which is about average price in this lineup. Westman Atelier Contour Face Trace Stick. Okay, I have 2. I have a mini in the shade Truffle, which is a warm caramel. And then I have the shade Cocoa, which is a cool mocha. So this is one of the new shades that were released. This is the shade Cocoa, and I have this as the regular size. Cocoa. See how that has, like, it's more pink red. I definitely don't love this as a bronzer or contour, to be honest with you. And I do think that this is going to be leaving my collection. I just don't think it's going to work for me, or potentially moved to my blush drawer, which I think is gonna go. I think I'm gonna move this to my blush drawer. Cause it's just, I don't love it as a shade for me. This is Cocoa. And then this is Truffle. This is a repurchase. I purchased the mini. I just thought it'd be easier to travel with. I really do prefer a stick. And I just like this one. This is the shade I use. I typically go for. So that's Truffle. These retail for $48 for the full size, $26 for the mini, made in Italy. I don't know how many there are. I didn't put the number of shades in there, but there's a bunch. This is a cream contour stick. Finish is considered natural, 18 months shelf life. And the description is foolproof cream contour stick for endless self-sculpt trace and blend formula. Creates a subtle definition and lifts. Yeah, you know, it's a contour. That's all we're gonna do. It's really nice. It's a little more stiff. It's not as soft and malleable as some of the others, but I do like it. It's not my favorite anymore. It used to be. I used to use the Truffle all the time. It's not my favorite anymore. I still like it, but yeah, this one is definitely leaving this section because I cannot use that. Look, it's like pink for me. We're gonna call that declutter, but I think I'm gonna move that over to a blush. We'll try it as a blush. Maybe I'll try it today. I don't know. I love these. This is Natasha Denona High Sculpt Liquid Bronzer. They retail for $36 and I have two shades. I have Toasty and Drenched. Toasty is described as tan and Drenched is described as medium neutral. I will say that I believe Drenched is only available on Natasha's website. I couldn't find this one on Sephora, but they're, so this one is only at natashadenona.com, and then this one is, you can find at Sephora or whatever. So these are the two shades I have. I picked up two shades because, let's see if I could do this. I picked up two shades because my original shade, which I picked up Drenched, just felt too light for me. I don't like these because the package is messy. Like, there's always a mess. I feel like I'm always dropping it out. So there's Drenched and Toasty. I do like them, and like I said earlier, and I'll show footage at the end of this, or maybe right here, I'll show you how I mixed it in with my foundation. Okay, friends, so I'm back. My face is clean and washed. And since this is gonna be like a total all-encompassing bronzer contour video, I thought it would be fun to kind of show you a couple steps in my routine using different products. So I don't know where this is gonna fit in this video, so we'll figure that out as we go. But in the meantime, as I'm reapplying, I'm like, well, if I'm gonna use that product, I should show it, right? Makes sense to me. So what I'm gonna do is show you how this one is way too light for me, and I'll just demonstrate, like, demonstrate this. It's clearly like that's a fair skin tone color, like that's not matching me, right? I have two shades of this. I'm gonna go in with this darker one, I think, because that is so fair. This is the shade Toasty, and I'm just gonna show you what I did, and I just kind of took a little dab of it. Little dab of it. Let's just see what that does. Let's see what that does. Mix that together. If I have to add, you can always add more, right? Okay, so then I'm just gonna mix that on my hand. And you'll see the shade is much better now. You can see the difference in the shade. It matches me much, much better. So I just wanted to show you how I mix the shades, and I probably actually, you know what, I'm gonna actually put a little more. Hopefully I don't regret this, but it's just makeup. We're just play timing now at this point. I'm just mixing in a little more. That's better. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup and then I'll be back with applying the contour in with my foundation. I do love mixing this with foundation. I've done it 4 times now in the last little bit, and I gotta say I like this, and I think that's gonna be how I use this product from now on, like to help deepen my foundations that I have. But I do like it. It does last. It's beautiful. So let's read the description on it. So let's see, it's $36. This has a 12-month shelf life. And this is liquid bronzer. Finish is considered natural matte blur, so it's a blurring natural matte. And the description on the website says it's a serum infused liquid bronzer that sculpts, defines, and warms. Grip Tech pigments and sodium hydroxylate support a self-setting, water-resistant, weightless, blurred finish. I would set all that. Like, I love this. I do. I like this as like my bronzer. I do love it, but it was, I like it more to mix in with my foundation. I gotta say, I like that. This has not been my favorite for a long time. I hate the packaging. See how it's all rubbed off? I do think this has gone bad, so this is actually leaving my collection today. It smells. I saved it for this video. You watched one of my lives, I talked about this, but I saved this for this video. This is the Ciel Sculpt and Protect SPF 30 Bronzing Contour Stick. It's always been rattly in the package. It's $34. I have the shade 02 Medium, made in the US, 4 shades available. It's an SPF cream contour stick, has a natural finish. This is like Nikki LaRose's favorite. Not my favorite. I don't know why. I do think it's, I don't know, it smells bad, so it's definitely being decluttered right now. I can't find the shelf life on this. And this is described as a mineral SPF hybrid bronzing and sculpting stick with natural satin finish. It's okay. I just, like I said, it's just never been my favorite. And I think it's mostly the packaging. It always felt super cheap to me. I like the idea of this because it has the extra SPF and all that, but it just was never a favorite of mine. So, and I just, when the package just looked grody for a while, I just never pulled it out, but it is pretty. Nikki LaRose loves this, but mine is bad, so I am decluttering. Ooh, MPH, I love this. So this is the MPH by Mary Phillips Under Painting Face and Highlight Palette. I've talked about this a lot on my channel. I absolutely love this. I wish this was refillable. It is not. It is a contour palette, natural cream finish. This is the shade Light. 64, this retails for $64. And the description reads, inspired by Mary Phillips underpainting technique, this cream face palette corrects contours and highlights to sculpt, define natural finishes. I just love it. It's fun. I don't think this is necessary in your collection. But it's like, if you like to have fun and play, I love it. I'm gonna just swatch these two on the end because I am. She just released more shades. Did you see that? Brand new. I think they're actually, as of filming, they're releasing like on the 15th. So just a couple days. So that would be considered the contour, and that's considered the bronzer in the palette. Cream. Beautiful. I love this palette. The only thing I don't like is, you see how I'm almost finished? There's no refills. I wish there were. I would love to refill that. Because there's so much product left in this palette. So we'll see how that works out. I was considering getting one of the new shades, but I just don't think I need that right now, so I'm not gonna. But this is the shade Light right now. Maybe as the summer progresses and my skin tone changes more, I might pick up a deeper shade. The next one is the Rare Beauty. Now this one I took out of Maddie's kit. This has always been Madeline's. We bought it for her. I just knew we had it in the house and I thought it'd be nice to kind of add it to this kind of roundup. This is the Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Liquid Contour. This is retails for $30, and I have the shade Mellow Light Cool Brown, which I think is really nice on Maddie as her contour for stage. See how light that is? I just think that's a really pretty shade on her. It's really nice on her. I don't really think that's for me. I wouldn't like that, but on Maddie it looks really pretty. Madeline's my daughter, if you're new here. She's 9, she's a dancer, and I do her makeup for her competition dance. This is made in Korea, 7 shades. It's a liquid contour. The finish is considered natural. It is described as a weightless, easy to build liquid contour that defines and enhances for a naturally lifted look that lasts. Yeah, this is gorgeous on Maddie. I absolutely adore this for her. I don't want to get this everywhere. I guess we'll just switch to this arm. This is the Westman Atelier Sun Tone Hydrating Matte Bronzing Drops. I'm gonna insert footage of me putting this on right now for this look. I'm wearing it now. Okay, so this retails for $58. It is the Parfait 3 Dark Tan, made in Italy, 4 shades, 6 months shelf life, so I'm sure this is well past expiration. But I have 2. One I bought, one my friend Michelle gave me. I kept them both because I just love these so much. I don't think they're bad. Like, I still use them, and I'm pretty sure they're well past the shelf life. And I picked it to wear today because I kind of wanted to. It's been a while since I've used it, and I still love it. So I will be using this all summer. I think it's really pretty. The finish is considered a hydrated matte shimmer-free finish. And the description is a feather light liquid bronzer that leaves skin with a wash of sun-kissed warmth and hydrated shimmer-free matte finish. I would agree with that. I love these. I highly recommend, but they are expensive. They do retail for $58, but they last. Like, this has lasted me a long time. These are so messy. They're so messy though. I can't stand the packaging on these. I really can't. It's so messy. All right, okay, how are we gonna, okay, swatch like this. Here it is. This is number 3, Dark Tan. I just love it. Let's blend it out. So for my contour today, I'm gonna use the Westman Atelier Sunstone Bronzing Drops because I feel like I haven't used these in quite some time. As we swatch party this video, I wanna have a little bit of like updated on it. So here's one thing, I hate the packaging on this. The packaging stinks. This does dry down quickly, so you have to work quickly with this one. I'll say this is just not, it's messy. You definitely have to put it on the back of your hands to use it. I just have to be a little bit gentle because I had my Botox today, so let me not be rushing. But I just love the tone of this on my skin. I just do. I think it blends out really nice. It does dry quickly. Like, you don't have a lot of playtime on it, but you have enough. It's not like, you know, crazy. So yeah, I do love this. I just do. Look how natural that looks. I love it. Okay. So that's the Sunstone Drops. And for the purposes of this video and trying to use more things on my face for this video, I'm gonna grab the Victoria Beckham contour stick. This is the shade Marble. And I just really like this to do, you know, to do this on my nose. I will use this other places, you know, when I pick this up to use it, but I just really like it there because it's just so precise. So if I'm going for a more detail, you know. Okay. So that's that, right? And then, you know how Nikki likes to go like this under her lip. You could do that. It's good for that. All right, I'm gonna finish up my makeup and I'll be back. I have to wrap this video up because I have to go get the kids in about 10 minutes, but let's get good. Let's finish. All right, the Victoria Beckham, I'm like, my arms are up because I don't want to get stuff all over me. The Victoria Beckham Stylist. Okay, I have 2 here. I have the shade Travertine and Marble, made in Italy, 24 months shelf life, $40. These are $40 each. It's a contour stick. Finish is creamy second skin finish. The description says it's slim targeted sculpting stick for smooth controlled application. Creamy, blendable, moisturizing second skin finish. Okay, real quick. So I have 2 shades here. I had originally picked up this shade Travertine, and this is just too light on me. This is just too late. So I ended up giving this to Maddie, and it's perfect for her. So I love this so much for her little dance kit because, you know, she's got little features and it's just easy to get in there and use this. I've used this all over and I've detailed just her nose. I love this for Madeline, so I'm moving this over back to her section. The shade that I have and I use, and I'll insert footage of me putting on today, I just use it on my nose just for the sake of showing, is Travertine. I'm just putting it here. I'm looking in the viewfinder. And that shade works much better for me, and I love it. I love this little contour stick. Okay. Next is one that's very new to me, but I've been testing out this brand, and I gotta say, I'm super impressed, is Trish McEvoy. So this is Trish McEvoy Gorgeous Cream Bronzer, that's the name. And it retails for $58, so it is pricey. The shade is light medium, and as far as I can see, I only saw the one on the website. Let me know if there's more. I mean, I was up late looking at this, but I only saw the one. So this is light medium cream bronzer. It's a natural glow finish. I don't see the shelf life anywhere. Made in the US. That's kind of cool. The description is a richly pigmented long wear cream bronzer that gives a natural looking sun-kissed glow. Hyaluronic acid helps hydrate and nourish. Creamy formula melts into skin without settling into pores or texture. There is nothing on here that says blurring, and I swear this is blurring. This is beautiful. I am currently working on testing out Trish McEvoy. I used everything the other day, and I've been using the foundation and concealer and this bronzer. I really like it. I like this a lot. This is really pretty. See how it's kind of blurring? There's no description of it being blurring, but I feel like it blurs a little. Anyway, I really like this. It's a soft, creamy finish. Keep your eyes out for a Trish McEvoy video because that will be coming. I have a lot of practice before I get to be like Alicia with her swatches. All right, up next, the Dior Forever Contour Stick. You've seen me use this quite a bit on my channel. This retails for $50. I have the shade 03 Medium for medium to deep skin. I love this. I love this so much. It is my favorite contour stick for sure. Definitely. This has a natural finish. It's a cream bronzer contour stick. 4 shades available. The description is a creamy, hydrating, long wear contour stick that blends seamlessly into skin for a naturally sculpted effect. Medium coverage, natural finish, and 24-hour wear claim. Yeah, I love this. It's beautiful. It's long lasting. It's never let me down. I love it. It's definitely more of the contour. It's got like the cooler shade, but I use it all over as like my bronzer contour. I think it's fine. It's pretty. I'm trying to hurry. I gotta go. Up next, Dior Forever Stick Balm. All right, so this is the new one that came out. This is refillable, by the way. I think there was people who had talked about this feeling janky. It's because this is refillable. Like this comes up, you could take this apart. I'm not really sure how, but it does come apart, and I think you can refillable. Anyway, this is the Dior Forever Skin Bronzing Stick. Retails for $52. I have the shade 03 Light Medium, made in France, 6 shades. Natural skin finish. It's a bronzing balm stick. It is described as a bronzing stick with an ultra melting balm texture that enhances the complexion with a natural buildable sun-kissed effect, hydration, and long-lasting comfort. Woo! Okay. It's a lot of reading. I don't read out loud a lot. Getting my YouTube practice in. Let's see. Okay. I gotta go. I have like 2 minutes. I gotta go. This is pretty. I like this. It's not a love. It's not my favorite. It's more of a balm texture versus the contour stick. So it has more of that balmy texture, but it is pretty. I do like it. It's not my favorite. I probably won't. I don't know if I repurchase this, to be honest with you, because lately I just grabbed this one. I prefer this one. These two are drugstore. I have two of them. These are the L'Oreal Lumi Bronze Stick Soleil Facing Bronzing Stick. They retail for $12.99. They are cream to powder, 24 months shelf life, made in France, 5 shades. And these are described as a buildable cream to powder bronzing stick, velvety cream base, melts into skin while the silky powder finish leaves a sun-kissed bronzing effect. These are nice. I love these. These give a nice, okay, I don't even know. All right, I'm gonna just do them here because I feel like I'm struggling here. I'm struggling, friends. Okay. So I have 2 shades. This is 130 Sunset Dory, and this is medium deep. These do have a scent. These have like a coconut vacation scent. That's how I describe them. And this is 140 Bronze del Soleil, and this is for deep. These are just creamy and beautiful. I love these. I would pick these over the Dior, over this one, for sure. Yeah, I like these. I like them. The packaging is, you know, it's drugstore, it's L'Oreal. It's okay. Not great, but it's fine. I should just take these stickers off and it'd probably be better. It wouldn't be as bad. It's cheap looking. All right, took the stickers off. That's better. Yeah, I like these. I would prefer these to this. I don't know why. There's just really pretty, naturally glowy skin finish on that. Maybe it's the scent. It kind of just takes me to the tropical that I love. So, all right, where did I put those? Those are right there. Those are pretty. We're missing some, but that's okay. I'm just gonna go with what we have. And then the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate Contour Duo. I've talked about this one extensively on my channel. I love this. This is my favorite. I would say this is my favorite of all of them. This is Intensity 1. I do think that this is being discontinued because it went on sale and now it's not available at all retailers. I love this. I just think I've always loved this. This was one of my first like higher, look, I just hit pan. I just hit pan. This is one of my first like high-end makeup products I bought, was this when I first got into makeup. And Nikki LaRose had recommended that she loves this. She puts it in, it's in her kit. So I picked this up. I took the plunge. I picked it up at one of my first Sephora sale shopping trips. And I just love this. And I loved it more after I started my own channel because I would notice, I just mixed it with something else. I just noticed that I love the way my skin looked the most when I used this one. When I would like go back and edit footage. I just love it. It's so pretty. And I love the balm. I love a balm. I do use the balm. It's beautiful. All right. So I have 2 more products here to show you. I don't have my notes or paper on them. So, but I'm going to swatch them for you. I really just want to wash all of this off. I feel like I got to go and I'm like, I gotta wash. Okay. I have these. These are the Westman Atelier Suntone Bronzing Cream. I have 1 and 2. I will swatch these. These are a recent purchase. I know I've showed these on my channel recently. Here, 1, 2. So this is from the shade Soleil Parfait 2. And I don't know, I guess these are like a matte finish. I'd say these are matte. I wouldn't say they're radiant. I like to mix them. I think they're beautiful. They leave a nice blurred finish. Let's see if I can read what these are. These are made in Italy. I think it's an 18-month shelf life. And then I love the packaging. I love Westman Atelier. I really do. I don't really like their like complexion products, but I love like their blushes. I like their highlighters. I like their contour. I guess their foundations and stuff I don't really love, but. And that's Parfait 1. Yeah. Okay. And then one more. And then I have this one. I got this in a box. This is Tarte. I'm gonna declutter this. I'm never gonna pull this out, if I'm honest with myself. I wanna try the Charlotte Tilbury one version of this. This is Tarte Sculpt Double Duty Beauty. This is the shade Cool Bronze. I do love the shade. It is pretty. I do like this, but I just feel like I won't pull it out. I'm just not a fan of Tarte. I don't know. It's just not a brand that like I want. This is a 6-month shelf life. Made in, I don't know, what does it say? Made in Italy. It's pretty. I'm gonna keep it, but I probably wouldn't repurchase. I do want to get the Charlotte Tilbury one. Oh, that's pretty. That's a big swatch. So it's like messy. See, it's like so messy. All right. Okay, friends, there's my swatches. I'm such a professional. Look at that. I mean, come on. You know what? All the others got it wrong. I'm the one who knows how to swatch. All right, I gotta run. I gotta go get the kids. So I'm gonna get ready, wash up, go get my kids, and then I'll finish up recording this video tonight, and who knows how I'm gonna put it all together. But yeah, thanks for being here through this craziness. Okay, friends, I'm back from getting the kids. That was a crazy time. I had to go and yeah, back to the school. It turns out I have a lot more edits on that yearbook than I had originally anticipated, but we're gonna get her done. We're gonna get her done. It's due tomorrow. We'll get it done. We'll get it done. Thanks for all the support out there, by the way. It's gonna get done. So anyway, this is what we have left of our cream bronzers, which I'm pretty stoked about. I think it came out really good. And then this is what we have of our powder bronzers. So overall, I'm pretty impressed with this little, it feels clean and good, and I love it. Thank you for being here with this little journey of mine. In this little basket, I have what I'm decluttering, what's going back to Maddie's collection, or what I'm putting in a different section of my collection. So actually, these are gonna go next to this in the drawer, but doesn't look as nice for the video, you know what I mean? But these are going back in the bronzer drawer. And then let me know if you want a face palette video, because I feel like that's a whole nother level of like bronzer situations. These are going back in Madeline's collection. So that's what I'm gonna go put in her dance bag now, because it's picture week for dance. This Westman Atelier contour stick is being decluttered, but I'm moving it to blushes because I think this will be a pretty blush. And actually, while we're sitting here, I kind of want to see how this would look as a blush. I guess I kind of wear that. I guess it is like a bronzer, but it's more on the red side. I don't know. Maybe I will keep it in this section. See how it just looks more blushy than bronzy? Okay, I changed my mind already. We're gonna leave it here if I'm looking for like a bronzer blush situation. More reddy, more red. See how like, now that I have it all over, like I don't think that looks pretty as a bronzer. I don't know. I'm undecided on this, but I do have plenty of space in here, so I do think I'm just gonna leave it in here for now. Actually, it makes it sit in there nicer, so we'll leave it back in there. Okay. We did have one little change of our minds. Okay, no problem. And then these are being decluttered. So I decluttered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total out of my collection, which feels like a lot. So thank you for sticking with me through that journey. I'm excited about that. And then last but not least, let's talk about our giveaway. So we are giving away, I'm not gonna open it, this brand new bronzer. And it is, just as a reminder, it is the coral one. All right, you must live in the US. I'm so sorry. I did look into shipping international and it's just really expensive. And for the value of this, it would be like double almost in some cases to ship it. So unfortunately, you have to live in the US to enter, please. You do need to be a subscriber to my channel. I'd appreciate if you would subscribe. And then just leave a little sunshine emoji in a comment in this video. So if you do all that, I will enter you to in a drawing, and I do old-fashioned manual drawing. I literally will cut the comment out, print it out on a piece of paper, cut it out, and we'll take it, pull it out of a basket. So that's how we're gonna win, and I will draw it on the next live after this video post. Details will be in the comment box below, definitely on when we do the drawing. So I will pull the winner live on one of my Wednesday afternoon lives. I think that's it. That wraps up this video. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment. Don't forget to leave the sun emoji. And what'd you think of this video? This is a long video. It's gonna be a long time to film, so I know it's gonna take me a long time to edit. I hope you appreciate it. Have grace with me. It's the first time doing any kind of video like this, like a full collection of something. But I hope you enjoyed it, and please subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.